Just a few minutes of gentle bouncing a day can really improve your balance, your circulation, and your energy.
So actually the term for this is called rebounding. It's got nothing to do with basketball, but it's something that you can do even into your older ages if you do it appropriately, and that's what we're going to show you.
Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Now, rebounding can be very beneficial for anyone, but specifically older adults. And the first thing it can really help with improving your balance and lowering your risk of falling.
That's right. It got that movement up and down, strengthen and builds muscles in the legs as well as in the arms. But most of that leg and core, you really get that proprioceptive ability.
It also provides some confidence with movement because you have an unstable surface, so you can feel steadier on grass.
Yeah, and the activity you have something to hold on to, and your heart rate's going to go up, so you get some cardiovascular benefits, and it's gentle on the joints. As you can see, the shock is absorbed through the trampoline, not through your joints.
Now, one other thing to look at is bone health or bone density specifically. Now, there's no real big significant show in mineral bone deposit when looking at studies. However, oftentimes these studies weren't done for a long duration of time, so it could still have some benefits.
Yeah, so he's referring to osteoporosis or osteopenia. Now, before we go on, if you are a little older, I'm 63. I was just on there for a few minutes. I felt comfortable on there. When I got off, I still felt like I had sailor legs or whatever it's called when you get off a boat and you're small and you're moving around. So the first time you do it, I highly suggest, particularly if you're a little older, senior, somebody is with you, a healthy, able-bodied person. You have a belt on like Mike is, so that if they need to grab you and help balance, you can grab the belt and not pull their shirt like that, because that does not work very well. So seriously, the belt is a really safe thing to have.
Now, if you do not have a small trampoline with a handlebar support like this that is secured, you could certainly go next to a wall for support, or maybe a countertop, just something to hold on to. Obviously, I realize people's kitchens maybe can't handle a whole trampoline, but just make sure you feel steady and safe when doing this, and you are on a nice flat surface. You don't want any unevenness on your trampoline.
So you cannot do this without a trampoline, right?
A lot of these, it's going to be problematic or not feel as good, so we're just going to talk about rebounding
There
today.
you go. And so we've got, about a 4-foot diameter trampoline, and it's make sure it's rated for the appropriate weight. If you weigh, make sure there'll be guidelines on what the weight limit is on it.
Yeah, check out the trampoline. Make sure the one you purchase will work for you. This one is called BCAN, B-C-A-N, for those that are wondering. We just purchased it. You can buy them anywhere nowadays, and they all work pretty well. So we're just going to start with how to begin with this and progress. So for the basics, hold on for support. Maybe only do this for 1 to 2 minutes and see how you feel with it. Like Brad said, he had sea legs. If you have like blood pressure issues, maybe vertigo, those are some things you want to be cautious about. Or if you're at a very high fall risk, do not do this alone. So for beginners, hold on to something for support, and you're just going to start bouncing. Notice my knees are bent a little bit. They are not locked out straight. I am standing tall, having good posture with this. And then I'm actually just bringing my heels off the ground. My toes are still on the ground, and I'm pushing evenly through both feet.
Well, they're not really on the ground. They're on the trampoline.
Well, yeah, thank you for clarifying.
I want to clarify that.
But this is the basic foundation you want to master before progressing to any other form of jumping. Once you feel comfortable with this for a couple minutes, doing it daily, you can progress to the next phase.
Right. So do it for a minute or two, and then get off. And like I said, see how you feel afterwards and that you're steady. You may have to sit down for a while to let things settle in, particularly with that vestibular system, with that, which is associated with vertigo. Because vertigo people, this could really set it off.
Now, the next thing we want to do to challenge, maybe this takes you a few days or a couple weeks. Everyone's going to vary differently, but you're going to try to let go and not hold on with your arms. Once you feel safe with this, you can start messing around with what your arms are doing. Maybe they're going to start going back and forth like you're walking. You can put them above your head. You can also work on some gentle vertical reaching, so you can work on reaching to one side, reaching to the other side. Notice I'm still having my toes on the trampoline and just my heels are coming up. You can also try, if you want to, hold on gently and then just work on head movements as you're doing this, because this is going to really make things more challenging specifically for your balance.
Yeah, that head rotation doesn't look like much when Micah's doing it, but if you're on there, it makes a big difference.
Yeah, the bouncing plus the head turns, it adds a whole different element. And one other thing you can try in this phase is kind of going more on one leg versus the other. I don't know, I feel like I'm dancing right now.
You don't look like it.
But you could try getting one leg more versus together. It's going to work on your weight shifting as well.
And if you notice when Mike did the reaching, he actually reached across the body, which is more challenging than straight out in front. Neurologically, your vision, once you cross the midline, things change. And you may go like this, no problem. And when you cross the body, things start to get a little wobbly. So be careful with that.
Something I like to mention too, the speed you go at is what is comfortable for you. Maybe you're a little bit slower with bouncing. You're not as quick as I am, and that is fine. You just want to do what you feel comfortable with. You want to be able to breathe and hold a conversation with someone while doing it. Notice I'm not out of breath right now.
Yeah, good point. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You got to get the oxygen out, carbon dioxide out.
Oxygen in, carbon dioxide
There you
out.
go.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
The next one is phase 3. Now this again can take numerous days or numerous weeks. So what we're going to do is actually some light bouncing. So notice I'm actually coming off of the trampoline a little bit. I'm getting a little bit of air. Just want to make sure you're feeling good through all your joints with this. Again, maybe start by holding on with this before letting go. And then you can start with different things we did from the first last category. Maybe do it more on one leg. Oh, boy, that's a challenge. So maybe if you're starting this, hold on. If you're getting a little more air, because it's definitely a little more challenging.
Yeah, and if you're a senior, you have to be very stable on your feet without a cane, going up and down steps before you even consider doing something like this.
A couple other things you can try doing is maybe just some higher knees with it. So notice my knees are coming a little higher up. Or you can try doing a few exercises on here as well. You can try doing things like maybe adding in some squats. Having this unstable surface makes it a lot more challenging at my balance. My legs are actually shaking a little bit doing that, so it makes it more challenging. Or you can even just do things like standing on one leg, because this makes things a little tippy.
Yeah, if you look at his ankle, it's really going to town. I bet you can feel those muscles working in your ankle, can't you?
I sure can, and my hip. So you can also just hold on for finger support if you need, or full hand support. Make sure, again, you are feeling safe with this. And by this time, you should be able to progress to more duration of time on the trampoline. Maybe the first week, couple minutes. Next week, 5-10 minutes. You can work 10 to 20 as long as things are going good and you are feeling well.
I'm thinking, particularly for seniors, if you're a little nervous about bouncing on there, you could go on there initially and just skip the up and down and just do the back and forth weight shifting and get a feel for it with your hands there. And you're really strengthening your ankles as well as a proprioception thing. And that's a big word for your body is learning how your ankles and feet are adapting to an uneven, unstable surface. Great for balance, really good for weight shifting, getting you to walk on uneven terrain, hiking up and down hills. This is all good for, even if you don't get the bouncing in right away, work on that as you feel comfortable.
Now, the next phase is a little bit higher progression. Everyone is not going to get to this phase. We're not going to do there's younger people that do classes like this, and they're jumping like this and really aggressive and flying all over the place. We're not going to get to that with seniors. So we're going to go nice and controlled. But some things you could possibly try are moving your feet.
Can you do that again? That was kind of entertaining. Yeah, you look like a little kid.
This is tiring, actually, surprisingly.
Is that how you looked when you were a kid and
and
complaining to your parents?
Yeah, well, I wanted that candy or that toy. That's what I did. So what you could try to do is just mess with your feet placement. So you could do like a jumping jack while holding on, feet out and in. You can go out sideways. You can also go forward and backwards. You could try doing that. You can try doing this without holding on and doing some hand movements with it. Obviously, this is a lot more higher level for seniors, so Again, use your judgment and be safe with them. But if you want some progression, maybe you're very mobile and active, those are some things you could try. And you're going to get a little more out of breath when you're doing it that way in comparison.
I'm not tired at all.
Well, good for you.
One thing I want to mention is make sure if you purchase one that you get good coverage. You can see there's a kind of an opaque or material that covers over the rubber bands or the springs. This is the elastic, so that you wouldn't get your foot. If they weren't there, you could slide through there when you're doing your gyrations like Mike was doing. So get a good one and make sure those are covered.
Gyrations. Anyway, yeah, you can just try this out. It's certainly a good, safe exercise you can try with many benefits, but just be cautious with it. And we have other videos if you think this is way too challenging and you want to work on your balance.
Yeah, top balance exercises for seniors 70 plus. Only 1 minute per day. It's going to take you a little longer to learn them, but once you learn them, you'll be able to do it 1 minute per day. I just watched this video. It's going over quite well, and it's very beneficial.
Do you want to have a temper tantrum on here?
Let me have a go at this. Like I said, it's yeah, it kind of reminds me of, like, I was in the carnival, and my little daughter, she was 7 at the time, and I says, yeah, I can go on that ride. So I did, and I got off, and it's like I never went on a ride again. So anyway, this isn't like that, but it definitely, it's kind of fun. Look at a little rotation there. Oh, that's right, I can keep my feet touching. But this whole idea of balancing on one leg, but you got this to hold on to. Breathe. Yeah, it could be fun. But make sure you progress very slowly. Take your time, and then when you get off, if you're walking like this, maybe think twice about using it. I think if you had a fitness gym.
You should not have a beer before you go on break.
Well, we don't want to talk about that. I would not consider. But, if you had a fitness area, like where I go, I think they have one of these where you could actually try it first before you purchase one for at home. Yeah. That's always a nice idea.
Well, thanks for watching.
Very good. Be careful and have a good day and bounce away.
Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists.